Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of Hardwig's Tech World. For all the night owls listening to us right at the witching hour, and for all the early birds chirping into Friday with us, I'm Hardwig.
And I'm Bianca. I feel like at this time of night, my brain is a foldable phone itself. It needs a moment to unfold and smooth out that first crease in my thoughts.
That's the perfect transition, because our first topic is exactly that, new foldable phones. At its big event, Samsung didn't just introduce one, not two, but three new foldables. There's the new flagship, the Galaxy Z Fold 7, the new clamshell Galaxy Z Flip 7, and brand new, a budget version, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE.
Three at once? What are the most important new features? Are they finally getting thinner, and is the crease in the display getting smaller?
Those are the main points. The large Z Fold 7 has become significantly thinner at 8.9 millimeters when folded and can now compete with the Chinese competition. The main display has grown to a huge 8 inches and is said to be almost crease-free. But there are two downgrades. The camera is no longer invisible under the display but in a punch hole, and support for the S Pen stylus has been completely dropped.
Oh, no more stylus? That will surely disappoint some fans. And what about the smaller clamshell, the Flip 7?
It gets a much larger outer display, now measuring 4.1 inches and wrapping around the cameras. Samsung wants to use it to make many AI functions accessible without even having to open the phone. It also gets a new 50-megapixel camera and a larger battery.
And then there's this FE model. That's the budget version, right?
Exactly. It's basically the design of last year's model, the Flip 6, but with a slightly weaker processor, the Exynos 2400. In return, the starting price of €999 is €200 cheaper. It's Samsung's attempt to finally make foldable phones affordable for a broader audience. From phones that constantly fold and unfold, we now move to a streaming service that constantly changes its name and then changes it back.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Correct. It's official. The streaming service, Max, is now called HBO Max again.
Again? Isn't this the fourth rebranding? First HBO Go and Now, then HBO Max, then just Max, and now back to HBO Max? Who comes up with this chaos?
Warner Brothers Discovery. They say they want to strengthen the brand because customers simply connect more with HBO than with Max. But above all, it's an admission that the last rebranding was probably a big mistake.
And that's not the only chaos over there. Aren't they also splitting up the company again?
Correct. The big merger of Warner and Discovery from 3 years ago is basically being undone. There will again be a film and streaming division and a TV division. And what does that mean for international audiences? HBO Max is finally planned to launch in more countries in early 2026, which could mean that local partners like Sky in Germany lose their exclusive rights to HBO series like House of the Dragon. From the biggest corporations in the entertainment industry, we now come to a game developed by a single person that is nonetheless breaking all records.
Oh, a nice David versus Goliath story.
Absolutely. An incredible success story. The farming role-playing game Stardew Valley is now officially the highest-rated game of all time on Steam.
Really? Better than all the huge blockbuster games? Who did it dethrone?
After more than a decade, it has surpassed the previous leader, Valve's masterpiece, Portal 2. Stardew Valley has a positive rating of 98% from almost 900,000 reviews.
Incredible. What's the secret of this game? With its pixel graphics, it looks quite simple at first glance.
The main reason is the developer, Eric Concerned Ape, Barone. He has constantly provided the game with huge, free updates for over 9 years and has always listened to the community's wishes. This tireless support from a single developer is the key to its success and a real role model for the entire industry.
That's such a great story. A single developer with passion and community engagement beats the biggest corporations. There should definitely be more of that.
From a game that achieves the absolute maximum with simple means, we now come to a mobile standard that, with maximum means, well, doesn't really want to say what it actually achieves.
Okay, that sounds mysterious.
It's also curious. T-Mobile US has announced that its 5G advanced network is now available nationwide.
5G advanced? Is that 6G or 5.5G? Or what kind of marketing term is this now?
It's basically the next evolution of 5G. Better, faster, more capacity for everyone. But now comes the strange part. T-Mobile US refuses to name a specific target data rate, so how fast it really is for the customer in the end.
Excuse me? They're advertising a new faster network but won't say how fast it is? Isn't that the whole point? What are they saying instead?
They say their priority is to improve the overall customer experience, which includes high data rates but also other things. Basically, a classic marketing smokescreen. For comparison, in China Mobile advertises the same standard with data rates of 3 to 5 gigabits per second. T-Mobile US prefers to remain silent on that.
Maybe because they can't achieve the Chinese speeds without the banned Huawei technology?
They deny that, of course, but it leaves a very strange feeling when you promote a fast network but prefer not to mention the speed. And that's it for today, from foldable phones and confusing streaming names to modest network operators.
I've learned something. If you don't know what to call something, just call it what you used to. And if you don't know how fast your network is, just say it has a great customer experience.
A perfect final word. If you enjoyed our little weekly update, then you know what to do.
Yep. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and write us a comment about what you think of the new foldable phones. We're excited to hear from you.
And to finish off, the saying of the day. Some companies fold phones, others fold their corporate strategy. In the end, both are expensive, and you just hope they don't break.
That's a good one. On that note, take care and see you next time.
Bye.